Good morning, Tuesday, June 20th maybe. So this section and that one, that's the two ramp sections from our fence line bridge. And this is the bottom part. So you can see how we attach this little 3/4 plywood piece here just to hold these pieces together so they don't flop when I move them. But I don't want it right to the edge because then it makes the lip, instead of 3-inch board, then it's 1 3/4, and then it becomes a big lip that the tire has to ride up and over. And so it's at a bit of an angle. It's not straight, but it's not that much. So I'd want the very end to be as thin as possible. So I move that support up a bit. We're going to take that support off, start popping these off, put some new 2x6s, 2 foot long, and then we'll populate that. Alright, that went pretty quick. We got the top decking off and the new decking on. I'm just showing the underside. So this is the 3/4 plywood just to secure, and then when we tip it this way, then it's a tip. So let's have a look at this side. I got 4-inch tires on the RX 75. So you can't have it too high, then it just pushes it. So I think that's gonna be all right. It's a little bit higher than when the 1-inch decking was on, but maybe what we'll do is I'll put a flat board, 6 foot long. I gotta cut this in half yet, and that'll give it a transition. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. All right, because this doesn't actually sit down that far. It's more like that. Okay, and here's the second ramp piece. There's the first one we did, which was 2 foot wide, 6 foot long. We cut that in half so I can actually carry it. This one was only 1.5 feet, but I made it a full 2 foot just to make them the same. We just cut it in half, so we're going to have 3 foot long, 2 foot, and those are 2x6s, pressure treated on there. That's a 2x6 over there. These are just whatever kind of boards you want to call them to keep the pieces from being piano keys and just bouncing all over. So we have that, and this is what we have left. Let's see. So we have two, probably 12 footers, maybe 2x6 12 footers, pressure treated, non-ground contact type thing. So we'll store those. I kind of have an idea where to store those. This is going to the burn pile. Those pieces, we have a couple of places on the trail where I think we're going to use those. We picked up these decking boards too, and I don't have, since we didn't use them for this project, I don't have an idea of what we're going to use them for. So I'm going to pull all the nails, and then we're going to stack them in back, and I don't have an idea what these are going to be used for yet. So that's where we are. I have to go partner ice dancing in a little bit, so I don't know if I'm going to get these put on the trail today, but we got them built up, ready to go. So you can check this bit out. Look how it just all chipped out. Can I just go there and zoom, maybe? Yeah, that's a Phillips bit, kind of just all chewed up. So this is a stack with some nails in it, and these are like 7 of them that I got all the nails out so far, and then we're going to find a place to stack them in the back. We'll sticker them so that they don't rot and get bugs and stuff. I've found in the past that if I just stack them like that, in about a year, they're just all rotted right through. So we'd have to sticker them. But we gotta get ready to go for ice skating now. There we got the decking boards all denailed, so those are all stacked, ready to get stored for when we find a project. and we're going to store these somewhere in the back. We kind of have a couple of spots to use those. These have to get put on the trail, and we got to store those. No specific project in mind yet, but we'll get a storage spot out back for it. Alright, we got the 2 ramp sections in there. This one was longer than the original, so we had to dig out along here. This is 6 inches long, so we had to move the board underneath here. You can see that it rests on just the very edge. So we dug that, moved it back, leveled it out. It's looking pretty good. And then we put some dirt here to backfill because it's a pretty big lip. Let's take a look at it from this side. Yeah. So I think we might need to get like a load of wood chips and just fill it in a little bit. Let's look at the other side. So now this side, this 3-foot section, sank down real nice. So that's kind of down a bit, so there's no lip. Got some dirt here to put on this side here. Side back out. But this side is resting on a log because this section is all logs. I'll turn around. Let's see if we can show you. So from here, let's see. Yeah, all the way down right there. I hand dug all this dirt out and we put logs in here and backfilled it with dirt and wood chips to raise this up at least 6 to 8 inches because this is all a real low section. The water drains this way, and that's how we made this bridge here, is to let the water drain the way it wants to go. But that section we armored and raised, so it used to be wet until a couple of months in the summer. Is only dry, so that worked out really good now. But anyways, that's why there's a log underneath here, and this won't go down any farther. So we're gonna have to put a little bit of fill in here to make a little better transition going up. So we're gonna take the tractor, drive it over. We're gonna finish mowing a little grass on the way down to the end of the fence line, and then we'll come back. But man, it was 80, 85, 87 in the car today, and the humidity's definitely up, even though the wind's from the east, because it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm sweating up a storm here.